We end up from there walking along Yellowstone Boulevard, which is a road I had never known of before. Maybe some of you out there have heard of it previously, but I didn't know Yellowstone existed in any form in New York City.
I didn't either.
So that was pretty cool. It took us through Forest Hills. When we went, there was a section of Yellowstone Boulevard that was an underpass where we found this cool little project.
Yeah, it was called the Yellowstone Underpass Project.
Yeah. And it was essentially a community-led effort to rehabilitate this derelict underpass that I guess not only was an eyesore, but also kind of a danger to the community.
Yeah, so what had been going on in that underpass, I guess for a really long time, there's a precinct right there, the 112th precinct, and they had been storing cars underneath the underpass that had been in major accidents and were linked to criminal investigations. So cars that were just like totally smashed up would be under there for extended periods of time. And the precinct is right next to the underpass, but so is a school.
Mm-hmm.
And so the residents were really upset that that was something that they had to pass by every day when they're taking their kids to school. And I was reading about this project after we saw it the first day, and a lot of people were just saying, you know, it's just a reminder of violence, and it's, you know, it's also an eyesore, but there's just so many layers, I guess, of what made them feel upset that that was there. And yeah, they were able to clean it up. They got a really small grant. It was $2,700 from a nonprofit that helped them out, and that was enough to totally clean it up and to put some public art underneath there as well.
Yeah, it looks great. That's one of the areas I actually didn't capture for video, so I wish I had something to show more of. But yeah, they had a little mural that was done by an artist. It was like a modular mural.
Yeah, it was 4 geometric murals inspired by Mondrian, and they have stencils of fruit, which I read, it's fruit from a bunch of different countries.
Mm-hmm.
And then also on each of the 4 murals each one has a different word: love, respect, tolerance, and resilience. They're all in English, and then they're also all written in 10 to 12 different languages.
Yeah, so that's cool. And they have a bunch of signs that are up as well that are in the style of, you know, normal bridge road signs, but they are references to what the area was like previously when I guess it used to flood a lot as well.
Yeah.
And so that was kind of interesting, done in an artistic way. There was a lot of plantings there. They also had painted on the wall kind of their goals for the year, which was interesting too.
Yeah, that was nice. I don't remember offhand what they were.
Yeah, I don't either, but they all were really achievable.
Yeah.
From what I recall. And yeah, I mean, it was a really cool space, and one of those things that, like, we're hopeful we get to see more of as we do this walk, you know, these kind of smaller community things that would have no reason to actually show up on any searches, but something that we can just find in our own meanderings and possibly reach out to these people, which we did. We haven't heard anything from them to this point, but yeah.
Yeah, I think those sorts of smaller projects are really exciting to see. I was trying to figure this out earlier. There's something about it that I always get so excited when I see something like that. I guess it's partially because, like you just said, Mike, you can't search for it. That's not something I couldn't really Google small cool things in Forest Hills, or, you know, there's like, it's that kind of thing that you just kind of have to happen upon. And so that's feels a little magical in a way, but it's also a reminder that change doesn't have to be this massive thing that's totally overwhelming and out of reach, like significant change can happen just in your community. And it can be, like you said, the goals on the wall are totally achievable. And that's great.
Yeah.
And if each person can do achievable goals, then the massive change could happen because of all of that. But it makes it feel a little less daunting and overwhelming and like it's never going to happen when you can start thinking about things on a smaller scale.
Yeah. I looked up on my pictures while you were talking, and it's not goals, it's actually accomplishments.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, what are they?
Accomplishments so far: more light by April 2019, car crashes removed quicker, community cleanups and gardening, a new community mural. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and then it gives an option for how to be a part of it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.